What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. I am Rahgel. This is Sig. We are here, ready to do
Present
some more damage.
to our brain cells. Yay. Maybe to yours too. Sorry. Blame
Yes,
Rahgel. That's what the army's best for.
it happens.
Killing brain cells.
Maybe.
So, not sure if you saw this, but the Activision Microsoft merger is going to happen.
Hasn't already been happening? Or
No, Sony's been fighting it. It went to Core, it went to UK's whole system, and Sony's been fighting it tooth and nail. The government's fighting it tooth and nail, saying it would be a monopoly, and it would damage the consumer base, and all that just kind of got thrown out the window after evidence was actually looked at and realized that Sony holds majority of the stake of consumerism for products and games and solo content and exclusive content. But Sony wanted to fight it because they were afraid not that Call of Duty wouldn't be released, but that Microsoft would pull a tactic of which Sony used to do so many years ago when Call of Duty had exclusives on consoles. And they would release, or they would pay, for lack of a better word, they would pay Activision or the developer at the game at the time, whether Sledgehammer or Raven Tech or whatever, they would pay them to not include full features of the game to Xbox. So Xbox would always be missing something. And you would never know if you were Xbox until you played PlayStation. You're like, that's not available in Xbox. They were afraid that their dirty tactics were finally going to come to fruition and be used on them, along with possibly losing Call of Duty. So we will officially, I think within the next year, I read, we'll officially have Microsoft owning Activision and Blizzard. So instead of being held up in court and all this legality shit, because Sony's just a little priss.
So they lose the cat. So Microsoft pretty much absorbs everything of Activision and Blizzard.
I mean, it's not a lot when you truly look at it. Like,
well, it is when Sony's losing it.
So,
well, I'm saying that's a big thing for Sony to lose. Because what else does Sony have?
But the only thing they would get from Activision would be Overwatch, Call of Duty, and Diablo.
What else does Sony have?
From Activision?
No, just in general.
I mean, they have Uncharted, they have Forza, they have God of War, they have some FIFA exclusive, they have an exclusive priority technically for sports game from what I read. They have Jack and Dexter, they have Spyro, they technically have Crash Bandicoot, but that's also kind of sort of Activision now. Tomb Raider. They have a bunch of individual games, and they're making a bunch more. Like, somebody leaked that in the next 10 years, Sony has a total of 18 solo console games coming out.
Which is cool if they have them coming out later on, but like the list that you just listed off, like Spyro hasn't been relevant for how long? Crash Bandicoot, it's been rebooted.
Yet it's been sold millions of copies when it got released.
Yeah. But I'm saying now.
Well, no, I know, but these are all the games that got brought up in the case against Microsoft. They don't have nearly as many solo games or as exclusive games as Xbox does. Xbox's most notable exclusives were Halo.
Mm-hmm. Which I get it. I'm just saying, like, that's
years and years ago. Fable. Oh, yep, there you go.
My big thing is like Call of Duty is a big money grab.
But they never said they were going to take it away. They said here's a 10-year deal, and Sony goes, no, we don't want that. Instead, we're gonna take you and we're gonna fight you and claim you're being a monopoly. But don't you bring any of our shit in here? Don't you subpoena any of our records? Don't you like they tried so hard to have so much of their items buried,
Mhm.
and the fact that they didn't want to go to E3, they didn't want to host their yearly showcase because
Mhm.
doing so would have made them lose so much sooner because you would have been able to look at it and be like, oh, look at that. They have exclusives. You know, the thing they said they don't have compared to Xbox. So, just
That's a
happy
big
as
loss for Sony, I think.
fucked around and found out.
Well, yeah.
And they have an exclusive contract on the table, not exclusive, sorry, lucrative contract on the table for Call of Duty. It's the best one on the market outside of Microsoft, of course, because Nintendo has a contract. The PC division has a contract, which is weird to think because PC is still owned by Microsoft, who also owns Xbox, but divisional. The Steam Deck will have it. One other system they said will have it too. Yeah. Sony still has refused to sign the deal because they don't want the game to come out and have any type of restrictions on it, whether skins or maps or delayed releases like they used to do. Even on PS4, there were still delayed releases with like Advanced Warfare, where Xbox got a map a month before, or you got to play the game a month ahead of PlayStation. Like Sony just doesn't want that to happen to them.
Mhm.
They've always had the power. Now they don't have the power.
I mean, that happens. It's going to happen. Obviously, with some sales happening and mergers or whatever, absorptions. It is what it is with those. So, not the death of consoles, but Sony's going to maybe figure it out, maybe not. Who knows? Of something else. I mean, another.
I think Sony just needs to fucking get rid of their CEO and not board, but uh, whoever's in charge, and finally come to the realization that people are no longer buying consoles because they want that console, especially if they're going to release certain things like God of War, for example. Ragnarok will come out on PC here within a year.
Mhm.
So why do I want to buy a PS5 when I'm only going to play Ragnarok? And that's all I want to play. I don't want to play anything else on it. So, and Xbox, I don't know why you buy an Xbox, honestly. I'm trying to think of what game, other than just the controllers, I got nothing for Xbox. I can't think of a single game.
I don't know. My son has an Xbox, so I don't know. One of them has an Xbox. He bought the mini fridge one, so why he wanted it, I don't know. That's just what he wanted. Like I have the PS5 that I bought. I've just played PlayStation forever. I've had an Xbox before, not a huge fan. I don't like the controller. I fucking hate it. And that was the original Xbox where it was like playing like this.
The Beast.
It was a fucking gigantic ass controller. I'm not a fan of it. Like I enjoy Halo. I enjoyed Fable. Like those two, I really
That's coming
liked.
back, by the way. Did you see that? Fable?
I did not. So I mean, if that's coming back, that's good. I won't be able to play it unless I, buy it and play it in my son's room. But which I
that the console can like disconnect from the TV and you can play it in your room.
I can, but then I have to deal with like screaming and knocking on doors. Leave me alone! I'm playing. Give me my Xbox back. Go away. I don't care
Who
if you
bought it?
He did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, he bought it.
I let you live rent free in this house. Who buys your clothes? Who
turn
puts
the
the food in
electricity
your belly?
Now I'll get to he bought it and everything. So yeah, I
Shut the
I don't
power
know.
off to his room. I don't know what happened, dude. You don't have electricity anymore. Let me just hold on the Xbox. We don't want
I don't
damage.
know. I don't know what happened. So yeah, it's the whole feud between Xbox and Sony, that's going to continue. But the game wise, I don't know. I've got my niche in ones that I play. Call of Duty is one of them.
Really? Do you play that?
I just did that. Shut your whore mouth.
That's like you calling yourself a streamer and then be like, "When's the last time you streamed?" I don't fucking know. 2 years ago.
I've got accounts.
I do too.
They're still active. I mean,
Are they?
they are. I haven't streamed from them in a while, but they're there. They're around. They're hanging out, collecting dust.
Digital dust, yeah.
Yep. Yes.
But
That's right.
here's the thing, though. Unpopular opinion is, I don't think there's a console feud or war anymore. I don't, and I think it's came very
Like
much
it
to
used to
light
be.
with this Call of Duty and Activision thing, where it's Sony had, I don't want to say finally because that's not right, but Sony is just at that point where like we're the top dogs and we don't want any competition. And the moment they get a whiff of, oh, this could be kind of bad for us. No, I know they're going to share with us. No, I know we're not losing this stuff. I don't want to take the possibility of a risk 10 years down the road when we may not be around.
I think they fucked themselves big time too with the PS5 release and how hard it was to fucking get one. You know, it just
Well, yeah, they just like January, they just started hitting shelves in proper proportion that they were, quote,
Mhm.
finally in stock
And the price went up
by
as well.
$100 because of
So, I mean,
inflation.
like what? Yeah,
That's what
no,
they
it's.
said.
I mean, I had to order mine off of. I ordered mine off Sony.
Yeah, that's the only
And
way
it's-
to like guarantee yourself one.
Yeah, like trying to go to the stores and stuff like that, it wasn't happening. Now, like my son, he wanted the Xbox and he wanted the mini fridge one, so we walked around and he found one in Target, and he
Yep.
got it. So I mean, they were available. Now that's not every Target had one. We had to kind
No.
of jump around and look, but yeah, they had them in stock. I couldn't find a PS5 in stock to anywhere at all. Same way, didn't what happened. But no, it's nowhere near where it used to be.
No.
To where the big console wars and stuff like that. It's nowhere near where it used to be. And you know, that's just kind of the thing that I've enjoyed. I enjoy the PS5. I mean,
No, you don't.
if I had the money, if I had the money, I would have a PC.
You literally just went,
I hate you. Yes. No, I mean, it's just if I wasn't an adult, I would have more time to play. The adulting sucks.
I'm an adult.
You're an adult that's at home all day. Yes, you have kids that you take care of, but you have a window.
Sir, I have a window? Oh, yeah, okay.
You have a window of time you can play.
I thought you meant like I have a window. I was like, cool, you do too, whatever.
You're an idiot. No. Yeah, you're an adult who has a house with windows. I'm proud of you. You get sunlight.
I was like, where are you going with this?
I know you have your window of time that you can take to play.
Oh my god. When I'm not
I have
doing production,
Yeah.
designing, developing, uploading, all that fun
Yeah.
stuff that you don't do.
No. I have to work. I have to pay the bills. I can't do that. I have to work. One of us has to go out every day in the world, interact, and fight for us. So that's what I do. I'm out all day. I'm working. I don't get to play in.
Listen, Linda.
at all.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Listen.
I don't get to play until the kids go to bed.
God, I wish. I wish I could play when the kids do go to bed. Hell, my wife's not even fucking in town right now. Not even in the freaking same time zone. I tried to stream last night. Interrupted 3 times by my daughter. I was like, what? Yes. Hi. What do you want me to do? I don't know. I'm going to take you back to bed. And that led to waking up the second time and her carrying around two pull-ups, basically. And she was walking around crying. I leaned back and just like, what you doing?
This is my life. This is where I'm at now.
What's going on?
What
And
am
I
I
was like,
doing?
you have a diaper on? You don't know. Well, can I see? No, no, no. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to take these from you. You need to use the bathroom. No, no, no. Okay. Well, I'm going to just pick you up and put you back in your bed.
Hey, that's how it happens.
Not with my son. You know how many times my son has woken up in 3 years, including when he was like a newborn? A handful. This fucker
I hope
sleeps
every
through the
day.
night.
This fucker
Well,
sleeps through
yeah.
the night.
Other than like the time, yeah, you had to.
We brought him home and he never woke up again.
A little
He's been
concerned.
down. He is so good. He's 4 now. He's just there.
I want to make so many dead baby jokes.
God don't.
I have so many of them. Oh, the 90s ruined me.
I hated dead baby jokes though when I was in. I couldn't stand them. I don't know why. I just fucking hated them.
That used to be the thing back in middle school and high school.
It wasn't until I got in the military where I started hearing dead baby jokes.
Oh my
I'm like-
god.
I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what? Why? Like, what? Who touched you? What's wrong with you?
Nobody.
fuck
That's
happened
why.
to
That's
you?
what's wrong.
What the fuck happened to you?
No,
Man.
my son sleeps through the night. He doesn't get up. He literally. I had to go into his room
Ever?
at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I'm just like, "Hey, buddy." He doesn't wake up, so I either throw the cat into his bed, and he laughs. It's a whole thing. There's a whole story behind it, but he laughs, or he has this the giant like the squishy pillows, and it's called a squishy, and it looks like a shark. I'll take that, I'll just like throw it at him, and he busts up laughing. So that's how he gets woken up. Well, my daughter,
So you saw your kid wake him up?
I wouldn't use that strong of a word, but more or less.
Here's the cat. You don't want it? Here's a fucking pillow.
The cat doesn't get thrown on him. It gets thrown into his bed, like at the foot of his bed. And then he may or may not kick or hit the cat in the process. It's a crap shot. It really is.
Stop throwing the cat at me, Dad.
But they're just so polar opposites. And it's like, doesn't wake up. And then here's my daughter is fucking waking up every hour, 2 hours. And then she wakes up in the morning. She's like, I'm tired. Oh, you're tired?
Wonder why.
You know why we put you to bed 12 hours? For 12 hours? Because it takes you fucking 9 to actually get a good night's sleep. The other 3 to 4, you're up. Sleepwalking. Doing some other shit. Stop.
Oh, well. I don't wanna.
Yeah, she says that too. God, she doesn't. Whatever.
It'll change.
No,
It
well,
takes time. It will.
you wanna know I know? Because the doctors told us when she was 2. 4 years ago now. Oh, yeah. This getting up thing, it's normal for kids. It should stop by the time she's 5. Fine, we suffer for 3 years. Going was 5. Any issues? Oh yeah, my daughter's still having like night terrors, sleepwalking occasionally. Oh. It's okay. Give it another year. She should be out of it by the time she's 6. And granted, she just turned 6 like not even a month ago, like 2-3 weeks ago. I'm already like, TikTok, motherfucker. 6. Stop. And I don't handle it because I'm just like, I don't have patience. I didn't grow up with that shit in my house. The worst I got was sleeping near my brother who would grind his teeth. Have you ever slept near somebody who grinds their teeth?
No.
I was really hoping you would say yes because you were looking over like, oh, your wife. Ooh.
No. No.
That's bad.
No. There's other things that there's like demonic giggling that I have to deal with.
No,
like Joker style.
bro, I would take that. I would take that over when my wife and I were starting dating. I stayed over in Manhattan. I drove all the way from Wichita up here one night, and I stayed. And shit you not, we're sleeping, and we're in a small in her apartment or her room in the house, and she has a small little room about the size of my office, and she has all her shit there: bed, desk, dresser, all that. And her bed is pushed up against the corner of a wall. I sleep against the wall so where she can roll out of bed to go to school if she needs to, or when she needs to in the morning. This woman in the middle of the night literally doesn't wake up, but she's there. And all you can hear is heavy breathing. Just go, Spike, Bugs, oh. And of course, freaks me the fuck out. She doesn't remember it. She wakes up like I'm up. I'm checking the bed. I undo the pillowcase. I have my flashlight. I am like looking for these bugs and spiders because she was trying to like wipe them away on her. What's going on? It's like fucking traumatized clearly by this shit. And I'm just, oh my god, scarred me for life. I didn't go back to bed for probably another 3 or 4 hours, and then I had to drive 2 hours back to go to work after I dropped her off at school. To this day, she's like, it's okay. It's not that bad.
Okay.
Let me just, as someone who has survived hearing a bomb go off on a base, I will take that over being scared in the middle of the night like that. Yeah. Because at least I go, oh, it wasn't me. That's fine.
Yeah.
Plume. We're good. Not me. Spiders. When somebody's laying next to you screaming spiders and bugs. Yeah. Yeah, especially when you don't like spiders. Yeah. Fuck that shit.
Yeah. See, I don't really have that. I have, there's talking in her sleep, but the laughing thing is what catches me off. Like,
dude.
It's like she's like, it's dead quiet, and I hear what? I'm sorry. What the fuck are you dreaming about? And who did you just kill, or what did you just get away with? Like, I don't know what's going on, but it's like nightly. I'm like, what the fuck? That oh my god! Like, I'm done. Like, I'm just sitting there. Please don't wake up. Please don't wake up.
Oh my god.
I asked her like next day, like, oh, do you have a dream? Like a funny dream? No, why? What do you ask? Because you were cackling in your sleep last night like the Joker, and I was waiting for you to pull out a knife. Shit got serious.
Have you ever recorded her and let her listen?
No, I enjoy my safety.
It doesn't sound like you have safety. Sounds like you have an imminent threat of which you just don't know.
I protect myself in the best way I can. But I mean,
the covers. All right, yeah, that's the ultimate protection.
She has that. That's what we've always had as kids.
Yeah,
you're under the covers. You can't see them. They can't see you.
Yeah,
that's what it always is.
That's what they should have done on Jurassic Park. Clearly.
Well, yeah, T-Rex wouldn't have seen them. Put a blanket over you. It'll be fine. So I mean, I snore.
Yeah.
Like crazy. And I stop breathing. So I mean, I fight death every night, and I survive. So I'm a survivor. Just want you to know that, realize that I beat death every night. So fuck that, fuck death. I beat it every night.
Okay, so that's a new thing with me. Like probably in the last 2 years, I'm just blaming being 30 on all this shit. But I started snoring pretty bad these last allergy season too. This last like month and a half, and my wife has mentioned to me, she's like, I can't sleep in the same bed, so bought her earplugs. And even then she's like, I can't wear them because there's too many times where I will hear you breathing and all of a sudden you're not breathing. I was like, oh, well, do you try to wake me up? She's like, yes, but you're a dead sleeper. I was like, oh, okay. Let me go then. Like, it's fine.
I'm peaceful. Just let me go.
She's like, what about the kids? What about me? I was like, look, I'm going to die one way or another. If I'm going to die, let me die in my sleep peacefully. Otherwise, it's going to be because of something stupid. So, if I have to pick one of those two, in my sleep preferably is the way I want to go. But she's like, no. And she's even told me, she's like, you got to lose some weight. You got to do something. I was like, I need to go get my, I forget what they call it, but way up here in your septum, I believe is what it's called. You can get a surgery where they basically take a grinder and they grind your bone a little bit thinner to open up the airway a little bit more. So if you have trouble breathing at night, like my older brother, who's a middle child, he had that done when he was like 16, 17 years old because he was struggling really hard. And he was not a fat kid. He was like anorexic looking, skinny little fucker. I was a fat kid. I carried all the boys' fat on me. Big dude until sophomore year. But, no, she's like, so yeah, you need to lose weight. I was like, well, you snore too. And that was my only comment. She was, okay. I was like, oh, yep, she's pissed.
Shit, I didn't mean it like that, but you took it that way, and I may or may not have meant it that way, but still, I didn't say it. I said you snore too.
That's like, that's a problem with how the fuck is going outside my room. Oh my god! But with like how my brain operates, is it does, there's no central processing unit up there. It's just I react, and my brain goes, "Oh, say this," and then afterwards it goes, "Wait, not a smart idea." But yeah, that was a funny moment because that was literally just like a few weeks ago, and she was, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
I remember that.
Great.
You done fucked up.
I typically can get around things by going, hey, remember, we said we'd always be honest and tell the truth no matter what. And normally it works.
Yeah. Until you say shit like that, motherfucker.
Normally it works. Normally it works.
Normally it does. Not always.
No. I think it's only bit me in the ass once so far. 10 years one time. That's fine. Sorry, 11 years one time. Yeah, that's fine.
There's times where I just happen to wake up and she's like, you motherfucker. What? I didn't do anything. You woke up. Was I not supposed to? Like, there's been
secretly over her bed, just go.
It's like, there's times where I fucking laugh. Where I will stop breathing in the middle of the night, and I've been tested for sleep apnea and everything like that, and I have now that over many years of testing and everything else, I have like a mild blockage or whatever. I don't need a CPAP machine, thank God. I don't have to go to.
You just need to go up there and have it grind out.
Like Bane, fuck that. No, there's no grinders are going in my nose. Fuck that.
I think they just like cut away this part right here and they peel it up. And...
No, what? No.
You're over there like touching your nose.
Yeah, no, that's not fucking right. I don't have to go to bed looking like Bane or like that, so I'm good. But there are times where it's like, you were asleep last night and you weren't breathing. I'm like, well, what did you do? She's like, nothing. I just watched you. I'm like, oh, okay, so you're okay with me just dying? She's like, no, I was just watching to see if you were gonna breathe. I'm like, did I? She's like, I don't know. I fell asleep watching. I'm like, okay, so I could have been dead, and you just like, okay, well, you just went to sleep, and it was okay. Well, that's
the life or death. She literally just goes there, goes, I'm gonna watch you, fucker, and you're not breathing, but I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, night. So we talked about it, and I was like, well, if I'm not breathing, I guess,
do something. Damn.
Up or see, do you see if I'm like awake at all, or like have a heartbeat, maybe?
A pulse?
Did you stick your finger under my nose? Do you know that I'm not breathing? So now I get the, hey,
A smack, yeah.
hey, I go, what? You weren't breathing. I am now. Thanks. Okay, cool. It's gonna take me 3 hours to get back to sleep. Thank you.
For real.
Okay, appreciate it. Now I'm gonna lay here and just. Okay, well, might as well turn the TV back on because I'm not going to sleep anytime soon. So yeah, that's great.
There's been 2 instances similar like that where like one I woke myself up and I had like really bad allergies. Pollen season's kicking up here in Kansas, and literally I go to sleep and I wake up to the point where like my tongue is blocking my throat and my nose is already like sort of plugged. So I literally like, choke on my tongue. I wake up in a fucking panic. I have to look around because I'm trying to assess the situation. And sure enough, it's like, okay, whatever. I'm up. I'm gonna go pee. Go get a drink of water. I roam the house for like 2 minutes, double checking all the locks, and I lay back down in bed. I'm just there like,
Fuck.
hey, you awake? Hey. Oh, nope, she's not awake. Okay.
You want to watch Naked and Afraid?
So I roll over. And there's my dresser, which so happens to be Jimmy rigged up with command hooks to hold my iPad. I can just watch my iPad when she's asleep. I don't have to turn the TV on. So I'm sitting there, I'll just lay on my side, go YouTube, watch Good Mythical Morning, Tobro, a few other shows. I'm just like, what time is it? 3:50. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna roll over, cuddle, and go to sleep. Roll over, cuddle. My arm goes to sleep. It starts tingling. And I'm just like, fuck. Roll back over. Repeat the whole process. Get up, go pee. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I gotta be up in like an hour and a half. Okay, it's okay. And I start feeling really drowsy around 6. And I fall asleep. Yep. And I was like, there's my alarm, 6:30. Cool. Great.
Hour nap. Yeah, that's what you get. Cool.
The other time my wife has literally like, I woken up. I don't know if it's her. I'm just saying there's a connection. That's all. I've gone to sleep and of course snored and stopped breathing. And she's just come over and she's like, she'll push me a couple times. She's also done the watching shit like your wife, but she'll push me a couple times. She'll smack me a couple times, and then all of a sudden you just hear loud. And sure enough, I'm just, what? What's going on? Kids in me? What time is it? Check my phone. It's like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. I just went to bed at like 12:30, 1 o'clock. What? You weren't breathing. Clearly I was, because I'm awake. What's up? You weren't breathing. I don't care.
Did I look comfortable? If I look comfortable, don't touch me.
I was like, I don't care.
I'm in peace right now.
I don't care. And she's, okay, well, I'm going to keep waking up. It's like, okay, you do that. Fine. Cool. Like, very sarcastic and snarky. I was so mad because I finally got to sleep. So I was struggling that night to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. I start rolling back over, and all of a sudden my brain goes, you gotta go pee. You didn't lock the door. And it starts going through everything. I was like, okay, if I don't open my eyes, I can do this entire house. I could go pee, hit the water, and I could make sure. So sure enough, get it all done. And I'm just like barely opening up my eyes, squinting, get back to me. I was like, okay, I'm still tired. You didn't do this. You have other stuff to do. You forgot to make these graphics.
Fuck.
What's going on right now? God damn it.
No, so then I'm not gonna lie.
Roll over. Are you awake? Shh, I'm trying to sleep. Hey. I'm awake. And you woke me up. You deal with it now. There's 2 ways to make me tired. Nope, I'm tired. No, I wish I could too, man. Fucking whatever. I'm salty. I'm so salty when I don't get my sleep. Let me go. I don't want to die, but let me go to my sleep, for God's sakes.
Yeah, if I look peaceful because you're watching me sleep and not breathe, you know what? If I look peaceful, leave me alone. Cool. Be right. If I don't wake up tomorrow morning,
I always joke, because like, you have a life insurance policy on me. I have a life insurance policy on me. You'll be set for at least like a year and a half, 2 years, or longer if you're not like, you go out and buy all this stuff. Yeah, but your funeral, no. Cremate my ass and just say, yes, he passed away. And look at that, no funeral. Doesn't cost you a dime.
No, she can stream it and maybe make money. So,
just make sure they're using promo code SIG on Shell Shock. Here's my Venmo account. You gotta get paid.
Right. She can put you on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, Facebook. She'd be good. Yeah, it'd be good.
Everywhere. Just get over it. So I don't know why that bothers me.
How do you turn this thing on?
Like, I'm sure you do too, but like, struggling when you sleep is such a real, like, at least all the shit I've seen thanks to the military. I don't sleep very well.
No.
So when I do fall asleep and you're over here, hey, what? I've lived a good life. I've seen 50% of the world. I don't care about the other 50. It's fine.
No.
The other 50 being the Americas.
But like, when you have your way of trying to get to sleep, like I've tried, I don't know how many different things. I don't really take anything because I don't want to take a sleeping pill. I've taken things to kind of relax myself, but nothing to where I will take a sleeping pill that knocks me out because I don't want that.
Taking a quarter bottle of NyQuil to go to sleep one time.
Oh God, no, and I have taken things at times too. I've tried melatonin and too. Like, yes, it'll work, but I don't like how I feel afterwards. Like the next day, I feel really, really druggy and drowsy and everything else. I don't like it. But I'll go for like a 4-month stint to where I can't sleep. And it sucks. You become very bitter, very angry. I mean, you get that power nap, essentially, is what you get, of like an hour and a half. And that's it. Everything else is just like you're laying there trying to think about everything else you're going to do with your life, trying to go to sleep. I mean,
making up stories and scenarios that have not happened and will not happen, but you need to be planned for just in case.
Yeah, and I get talked to all the time of, well, you sleep with the TV on. Like, I don't care. Like, that's what happens. I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. Like, there's a fan on, and I can't stand a fan, but there's somebody that has to have a fan on, no matter what. So okay, I've accepted that. I'm okay with it now, but it cannot be completely quiet in the room either, because
that's
I've been blessed with this constant ringing of my ears that sounds like somebody blowing a whistle in my head the entire time. So that doesn't happen. And lights, no, it's got to be dark, obviously. You know, I have to have the TV on though, which is not obviously dark in there, but
just lights the whole fucking room. It's fine.
Once I fall asleep and I have to wake back up, and I'll turn the TV off, or if I have the sleep timer or whatever, and I wake up and it's dark, I'm fine, cool, whatever. I'm asleep. I can go back to sleep. I don't have the whole wake up, pee, roam around the house, check the locks, and wind the clock and everything like that like you do. But
I don't have a clock.
Whatever you're into.
That's not true. There's 2 broken clocks on the wall that need to be repaired. I just don't want to repair them.
So, but there are other times where I am able to, and I don't know how. It's recently happened where I can go and lay down and I'm out like quick, but I wake up an hour and a half later and wide awake.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, cool. I went to bed at like 9 o'clock, and now
Oh.
it's 10:30, and I get to just look at the everything around. TV comes on,
That
obviously.
must be so nice to go to bed before 10, hell, 11,
Now, there's
midnight.
not very many nights that happens. Majority of the time, I'm up late, but there are times where I've like, oh, 9 o'clock, cool, I'm laying down. Not very many times. And the sad thing is that, and this is how I realized that I'm old now. Is like it's on the weekend when it happens. It's Saturday night, 9 o'clock.
Are
Laying in bed, I'm like,
are
okay,
you the
cool.
chair dad yet?
I have
The
a
chair dad
chair.
where you just sit there and also you just slowly go, I'm
I've-
watching that, don't touch the TV.
I haven't turned to that yet. I have a chair. I got a chair. I just recently got a chair with probably like, what 6-7 months ago, and I love it. I enjoy it. I don't have it. I have not become that dad yet. Of I'm watching that, don't touch it. Because typically, I mean, we watch a lot of the same things in the house. Like they're on the kids and then all them were on a the Good Doctor. They've been watching the Good Doctor. That's their new show.
The good show.
So that's what they're watching. I have a problem. I think all I watch is Big Bang Theory. I don't know why, but
We've
I
talked
watch
about this
that
before.
all the time. I do watch other things, but that's my one at nighttime. But there's other stuff that I watch. I mean, obviously
You're just
wrestling
trying
and
to
stuff
get
like that.
afraid.
But I can't get into that. We've talked about that. I'm not fucking even trying that. But I'll just sit down and I'll let them watch what they want to. And now you're gonna love it. But now my daughter has got me watching, and I sat down. I caught myself today watching fucking Bluey, and she gets in little kicks of watching it, so I'll sit down and watch it with her.
Yeah, my kids are the same.
And I fight it. I'm fighting it right now. I'm not wanting to like it.
Is that because you're like, that fucking
I'm
bastard can't be right? I can't let it be right.
And that's why I'm not buying into it yet. I'm nothing. I'm just like, no, I'm not doing this. Fuck you, Bluey. Fuck you, Bingo.
I think the other half of season 3 comes out on April 9th.
And the fact that I know that Bingo's another one, that just makes me more mad now. Because I was being a smartass to my daughter today. I'm like, oh, are you watching Bluey, orangey, yellowy, and greeny? It's like, no, it's Bingo. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know that he had another name. Now that I know it's Bluey and Bingo, I hate you. I hate you so much. So now it's now Bluey's she's been watching Bluey for a while, but I just caught myself in the last couple of days of sitting down and watching it with her.
I'm just saying that's how it started with us too. Was again, it popped off during COVID-19 and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and we had our son literally right before it hit here, and sure enough, my daughter found it and she's watching it. We ignored it, and probably after 4 or 5 months of just putting that shit on repeat, I started just finally like sit down one day, overheard a joke, and I was like, "What?" And it's just I've been engrossed with it ever since. I was like, "Oh, this is a kid show, right? What's the rating on this thing?" Oh, okay, all right, that's fine. Life lessons are in there for everyone. I think it's hilarious. I mean, hell, when season 3 came out earlier this year or late last year, I went to Disney. It was like Bluey season 3. I was like, click. My wife and I literally watched Bluey season 3 without the kids at night, and then the next morning I went up to my son. Hey, buddy, you want to watch Bluey? No. Let's watch Bluey. There's a new season. No, tablet. No, we're watching Bluey. Sit down. Click. And then he
We're
watched
not
Bluey
that
with
serious
me.
about Bluey. I'm not that serious about Bluey.
Not
She
yet.
enjoys it, but we're not. No, I'm not doing it.
Okay. It's okay. Here in about 6 months, I'm
I
going
will fight
to.
it.
Here in about 6 months, you're going to be wearing a t-shirt on stream, and you're probably going to stretch whatever. I'm going to just see a Bluey tattoo right here. I'm like, hold on. Lift that arm back up. No.
Nope.
Lift it up.
I'm not watching Bluey.
Just
I'm
get
not
into
doing
It's
it.
fine. It's fine.
Nope.
It's fine.
No.
Go watch the band episodes on YouTube.
My daughter has small obsessions with things. She enjoys stuff, but she's not your typical girl that watches a lot of the same things. Like she does enjoy some horror movies. She keeps wanting to watch Scream for some reason. I don't know why. She wants to watch the ghost face guy with the gun. So I was like, no, you're not watching that.
I'm over here getting judged by fucking assholes going, you let your daughter watch Deadpool? Yes, it's a family movie. Duh. God. And you're over here letting your fucking children watch horror movies. Chucky, It, Scream.
She hasn't seen Chucky or It or Scream. She did watch Megan. She watched that one.
No.
Which I don't know too much about it, but I was the one that let her go watch it. So I'm innocent in this one. It wasn't me.
It's always you.
Nope, not me. I
You know
didn't
how
let her
this
do
works
it.
out.
Yes, I know, but it wasn't me. I know it wasn't me, so I can live with myself. But she does have the obsession with horror movies right now. So we'll see how long it lasts. But yeah, the bigger thing right now is she wants to watch Scream, and I have to keep telling her, no, you're not
Let her
watching
watch
it.
Final Destination.
No, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, no, hell no.
She'll stop wanting to watch them when she's on a
No,
school bus
exactly.
going.
That stuff like that doesn't bother her, but when a thunderstorm rolls through, the world ends. She can't take it. It's like if she hears the word tornado. Oh boy!
Didn't you guys just have a bunch of tornadoes up there too?
Yeah, we had a big. So we're supposed to have a big storm tonight too, but it was just heavy rain. The southern part of Iowa got hit a lot worse, but
Lucky.
no, she's like, no.
Sorry.
We,
Sorry, Kansas side of me came out real hard there. We like tornadoes.
apparently. So no, it's one of those things. Like she's so all over the place with her shows. It's funny. She sticks to the Bluey, then the Thundermans, and then she's all over the place with like Netflix shows. So many.
The only time my kid wants to watch Netflix is for Izzy's Koala World, because they share the same name, and then Bread Barbershop, which fucking pisses me off to all hell. And that's really about it. For most times, she's on YouTube for kids, and she's always like, Dad, can we build this? Dad, I want to build that. Dad, did you know this? How'd you know that? Because I'm fucking 32, I've been through school, and I have a degree. Well, did you know this? Yes. What? Yep, I know that.
No,
now
I don't.
To the point of, go ask your mom. She doesn't know it.
Mm-hmm.
Who told you?
No, we don't. We don't let them watch YouTube. That's something we don't let them do. She tries to get on and watch Ryan, and I fucking hate that kid.
Oh, Ryan's World or whatever?
Yes.
Nah, that's blocked. Our YouTube for kids is so heavily. Grant, keep in mind what I do or what my background is. I have that shit so heavily censored. Like, everything is educational. It's nothing. Yeah. But YouTube for kids, that specific app, not YouTube and then the kids section. YouTube for kids. Because there's a huge difference, and I will fight with any parent about it. But she learns so much on all the apps and the programs and everything she has on there, and she's so fucking smart. It annoys me at times.
Yeah, no, I mean they'll watch. PBS Kids is a big one that they'll watch as well. That's one thing we put on.
Arthur just ended.
A lot. Ended? What do you mean?
It's no longer going. It just ended last year, I believe. Like, they're done. No longer producing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Has it been going that long?
That's kind of what I said when I read the article. I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
I thought it was just like reruns.
Nope. Oh, there's my giant screen.
I used to watch Arthur when I was younger too. Because Arthur, and then The hell else they have?
Zoom.
Arthur.
The
There's
Boomafu.
Wildcrats. She watches.
Wildcrats good. The Crap Brothers in general are good.
Odd Squad. Ones like that. She enjoys.
Yep. So the final episode of Arthur debuted on PBS February 21st, 2022. It ran from October 7th, 1996 to 2022.
They had that many episodes?
I can't guess. Jesus.
Wow. 96 to 2022?
Let's not dive too deep into it, okay? Because look, that's a lot younger than me, and I still feel old with it. This is shit I watched. And
wow.
They kept most of the cast on, too. 25 seasons?
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, 25 seasons.
25 seasons that have wow. Which, cool. I didn't know there was that many. I thought they just had like a few years and just repeated the shit out of it.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I thought it ended back in like 05, 06. If not before then.
I wouldn't think it made it out of the 90s, but I mean, the way that it was all animated like that, I wouldn't think it made it out of the 90s.
The more you know.
Speaking of animations, I don't know if you watch any of the newer cartoons, like the new Puss in Boots movie.
I just watched that, literally just the other day.
The animation in it.
I don't like it.
So you have like half.
Don't like it.
Shrek style animation, half Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse animation.
It's called new animation.
Okay, so it's new animation.
I don't make the rules.
I didn't mind Spider-Verse style animation if it's just that in that, but if you have almost a mixture of it in the new Puss in Boots movie, it drove me nuts.
Yeah.
Like I hated it. When their feet are clacking and everything else, and you see the little expressions off the feet, almost like an anime style, it drove me nuts. And it looks lazy in the animation.
Yeah.
Because it just drives me nuts because you're losing the whole animated part of it, and it's all
different demographic.
I get it. I understand. I hate it.
Because keep in mind, Puss in Boots debuted in Shrek 20 years ago.
You didn't have to put a date on it, but yeah, that's cool.
Well, I'm just saying, think about the animation style back then versus now, where virtually fucking everything has that weird ass wannabe anime style, and it's fucking terrible. Because like, hell, my daughter was into some new Mickey Mouse show that had a dark overtone to it, and it was anime style. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? It's Mickey Mouse. This doesn't look like it's Mickey Mouse. This looks more like something that's meant for a horror show. And it's Mickey Mouse, rated Y. And I'm just like, the fuck is this? You've destroyed this entire component. Oh, whatever.
Well, Looney Tunes did the same thing.
Yep, they all are.
Bastardized version, yeah.
Teen Titans did it.
Yeah.
Ruined that show.
So I mean, there's so many things that are changing with animated, not anime, but animated movies and everything else, which it sucks. And I went back and I watched like the old original Ninja Turtles, the original Looney Tunes and stuff like that, which are very hard to find anymore because of political whatever bullshit and everything else, that the Looney Tunes catalog is so limited.
I had like a bunch of VHSs that were from the 80s.
Mm-hmm. They're limited.
I took. No, like we recorded them off of TV back then. So you have like the old 80s commercials
and everything else. Yeah.
Like there's one with Ghostbusters and Slimer for High C. I was like, oh.
Which Ghostbusters, that one, They put that it was it's on Netflix. They put all 8 or 12 seasons on. And watching that, like just that old animation style like that is, I mean, it's nostalgia now, but there probably won't ever be anything like it again. They're never going to go back to that style. They're never going to go flip book. No, they can't because there's nobody that can do it.
No, there's plenty of people who could do it. It's just it's not for the demographic, and that's how it is. Is the way the view is, demographically speaking, it wouldn't work, and the stupid process and thought process behind it makes no fucking sense. That we're doing this because that's what this demographic likes. The demographic only fucking likes it because that's all they have. That's what you're putting out. That's like saying, everybody loves beets and herring, but I can only buy beets and herring.
Yeah.
Oh, so everyone likes it. No, it's fucking like I have to. Like I grew up with this because literally my kid is seeing Mickey Mouse for the first time in this style, not anything else. So that's Mickey Mouse, and seeing the older stuff goes, this is weird. And I make sure anytime our kid watches any cartoons that's such an iconic character, even like Bugs Bunny.
Yep.
I bring back the old school, definitely would be canceled type cartoons. Same with Tom and Jerry and all of Disney. And I was just like, this is what it is. And now she loves the classic design, the original design, the iconic designs over this new stuff. The new stuff's still funny and she enjoys it, but she would rather take the classic stuff.
Yeah, they remade like DuckTales. I said no.
That got bastardized so fucking.
This is the new. This is the new one. This is the original DuckTales. This is DuckTales. This is Tailspin. You know, these are Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. This is This is the original. So like showing
all
that
got
this
bastardized
like,
so badly.
Yeah, horribly. Like this is the Gummy Bears. You know, there's just so many different ones to go off of and go through that. And if they were to, and I know they could get it if they wanted to or wanted to try, they could bring back those and do again Saturday morning cartoons, which nobody does ever. It's not a thing.
Because again, we're on a virtual network now. We're all streaming.
Yes.
We're not sitting down. Could you still do it? Absolutely. You could have it where every Saturday, especially like Disney with how big that fucking header banner is.
Yeah.
It'd be very easy to be like, click here for live Saturday cartoons. Paramount does live Nickelodeon. So you can literally tune in because my son has discovered SpongeBob. I thought I hated that before. I fucking hate it now even more when I had to listen to that obnoxious laugh. I was like, I'm going to my office. If you need me, you come to me. Don't call me. You come and get me. But you can watch by season, or you can hit live, and then you're watching whatever is playing live on Nickelodeon at the time. So they could easily do that and just have a live aspect of it. Here you go. 3 hours in the morning, 7 to 10, or 6 to 9, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But nope.
It'd be great to have it again, but it won't happen.
I mean,
definitely
I have my
free TV.
I have my VCR. I have some VHSs. I could easily be like, Saturday cartoons. In like an hour and a half, come and get me when this needs to be rewound or I need to put a new one in. Be right back.
What do you mean rewind? I don't know what you mean. How do you do that?
It's so funny because I literally had we didn't lose when we moved over to this house that we're in. I didn't have internet set up for like 5 days. They didn't bother me, but it bothered my kids. And I was like, hey, we got some VHS and we got some DVDs. I grabbed the combo player out, connected to the TV. My daughter knew how to operate the DVD aspect of it. And I was like, okay, you want to see what I grew up with? Yeah, let's all right, one second. So I had to go find the one that literally had Saturday cartoons on it. I popped it in, and she's like, "What's that?" I was like, it's a VHS." Huh? I was like,
What the fuck is
whatever.
that
I'm
brick
not.
in your hand?
I was like, I don't know how to explain this to like a 4 or 5 year old at the time. So I was like,
Yeah.
it's think DVD, but a box. Put it in there, and we're watching. And I was trying to fast forward through a commercial, and of course, when you fast forward VHSs, it just scrubs it so you get to see it. And she's, Dad, it's broken. No, it's not. Dad, it's broken. It's not. Oh, you started. No, I didn't. Don't worry. Click. There you go. Start of the show. What'd you skip? Commercials? Oh, I like commercials. Shut up. No, you don't. You're just gonna piss me off now.
Yeah. Mm.
So weird,
No,
though.
there's so much stuff to this. I mean, obviously, shit changes. Things are going to continue to change. You're in a digital world now. It just sucks that the stuff that we had growing up and the enjoyment you can get from a Saturday morning, like, oh, I don't have to go wake up my parents and, do something. It's like, oh, I can just sneak the fuck downstairs, grab a gigantic bowl,
It was
milk,
sneak downstairs
cereal.
before the other siblings where you can watch your show.
Yeah. It's like, okay, so now you do all this, but that was a thing back then. It was, and typically we only had like one, maybe two TVs in the house. Now
Yeah.
I have fucking TVs everywhere, it seems like.
I don't have one in my bathroom yet.
I don't have that either, but my phone goes with me, so I guess I do. So
Not the same, and you know it.
it's not, and I don't want one in there because
Because you literally be like, I gotta go poop.
you,
What am I looking for? Netflix.
I can't walk. I can't get out of here. Help me. Help me. Well, you've been in there for 3 hours. So yeah, I bet you can walk.
Let's be real, that's not how it would really play out. It would be you go in there and all of a sudden you hear knocking and then you'd be like, what? Are you almost done? Dinner's ready. We just had lunch. No, dinner's ready. What? Punch front. 6 o'clock.
Oh my
I've been here
god.
for 5 hours. You're like, okay, time to sit up. I can't sit up. Oh,
Pins and needles. Pins and needles.
so
Can't
many
move.
needles.
It hurts.
Like 5 more minutes. I can't feel anything.
How did I lose 25 pounds? Oh, that's fine. All
Giant
I do
toilet
is
seat
shit
right on your
anymore.
ass.
That's
You
what
have
it would
literally
be.
been
Yeah.
molded. Yeah.
That's where I do not want that. That does not go in there. Because I would not be the only one. There'd be other ones. Then I would be mad. Like, no, you get out of there. I put that in there for me. Not you.
Take the remote.
You can't use it. Put a child lock on the fucking TV in the bathroom.
I thought you were gonna say on the bathroom door. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's considered acts against or war crimes. So
Well, depends. There's buckets.
all right, Korea, easy there.
I'll teach you how to use a bucket.
I mean, it's not that hard, but yeah. No, I mean, I get it's evolving and it's changing, but I will never.
Sucks.
Yeah, I will never comprehend how they're able to justify by using the words or using the sentence. It's what the demographics like. You don't know if you're not creating something else. When you mass produce something, like, no, I won't go there. When you mass produce something, you literally just create that one style. Yeah, of course it's gonna look like everyone's fucking watching it because there's nothing else.
So watch. Yeah.
Or you do it for so many years, that kid that's one saw it. Oh, like, I don't know, fucking Coco Melon. Thank God my kids never got into that. Oh, you got into Coco Melon, but you can't get into Bluey. Fuck off.
I did not get into Coco Melon. My daughter got into Coco Melon.
No, I got so lucky. Both my kids don't, like, they've watched it, but it's not something they watch actively. It's oh, it came on, done. That's it. I don't have to listen to it, or I can go in there and They did a rainy day one on Coco Melon, or maybe it was like Wheels on the Bus episode type thing. I literally goes, nope, turn that off. What? Turn it off. Watch anything else. Okay. And it's just because it's so fucking obnoxious. Now, with that said, I may or may have not forced them to have watched Schoolhouse Rock. So
It's like a rite of passage almost for Schoolhouse Rock, because there's meaningful messages in Schoolhouse
it's educational.
Rock. I mean, it's not just a nursery rhyme like Coco Melon a lot of times, which is stuff that is the same fucking songs they learn in kindergarten and first grade. But like, it's just some of those songs, like, I don't know, Coco Melon is one of those things. But growing up with what we had to now, obviously huge difference, big change, demographic, everything. It's just like every artist that wants to make the show has to put their own spin on it. And I don't understand the new, I'll call it art, of how they draw or animate or anything like that with the new characters. When you give Bugs Bunny teeth down to his chest and ears that are long, I mean, just the way that they've made him look, I don't get it. Like, you're going away from the originality of it and trying to make it your own, but you're making him look deformed in a manner that, like, oh, this is mine. Like, no, he doesn't even look anything like that. Like, what are you doing?
If you want to do something like that, that's when you just introduce a new character and you don't touch the iconic ones.
Yeah,
like that's my, like, a problem I have with so many cartoons, and like just the fact that I said before, they just bastardize the iconic ones, and I'm just like, really? Why are we fucking with this? Why aren't you just leaving? Like, it's worked since the 70s. Mm-hmm. Why are you all of a sudden like, you know what Bugs needs? 10-inch teeth. Yeah. Oh, the dude that's hunting him? Nah, Elmer Fudd can't be around anymore. Get rid of him. Doesn't make... No, I know he's never killed Bugs, but he hunts him. It makes no sense. And maybe I'm just seeing the age. Yeah, well, okay, hold on. I knew as a kid that wasn't right.
Yes, we knew it wasn't right. He was there. We knew what it was.
Now, see, and I remember this because I remember questioning my parents about Pepe Le Pew, but I did not question Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, baby.
I'm just saying. Even when he got chained down and locked down on a table, and it's like, Mama warned me about ladies like you. Oh, I was hoping she was right. Like, fucking Damon phased me. Pepe Le Pew made me go, what? And I think it's more the fact that, oh, I don't know, the skunk was going after a cat.
Yeah.
Like, they've been accepting for years. Yeah.
I mean, this is one of those things that, like, it happened. What's next? I don't know. It's changing. It's going to keep changing, but I wish there was a channel, a streaming platform, or something that had vintage. A lot of the old vintage. I mean, like, even like Beetlejuice, Tiny Toons, Animaniacs. I mean, what? Like, there's so many different ones growing up that were great to watch that I enjoyed that I would like to be able to see again.
Yeah.
And there's some that I wish that were never made, that we had to struggle through to get to the show that we liked.
What? They were all golden. What are you talking about? Everyone.
No, there's so many, and I can't think of it right now. I can picture them, but I can't remember like what the name is, because there was like, man, I can't remember what there. I know there was a cowboy one, but they were like they had like robot horses, and there's so many like bad ones. But again, they were just 30-minute long toy commercials. Is all they were. Growing up, I mean, that's all they were. There's 30-minute long toy commercials
Yep.
because everything had a damn toy, action
They were
figure,
24
accessory.
minutes, 6 minutes of commercials.
Yeah, whatever it was, but they were just
That's not true. They were
elongated
27 with
commercials.
3 minutes of commercials. There was less commercials then than there are now.
Yeah, but they're not commercials anymore. They're ads. Is what my kids refer to them as, and it drives me nuts. I said no. Just because you see the word ad.
But to be fair, okay, because look, I can understand that logic because now that you said it, a commercial I can skip. I can fast forward. I have choice. I have free will on a commercial. On an ad, they're like, you will watch this.
You can't fast forward live TV.
Direct TV, you pause it and you go take care of dinner and everything.
That's
and then
different.
You
You're
come back
recording
and watch
it. That's a recording.
I'm not recording. It's not recording. It can pause up to 3 hours without interrupting itself, and at the 3 hour marker, it goes and starts playing. Don't fucking question me. I am certified.
That's not live.
It's live. It's not recorded.
Not live. That's recorded. That's exactly what it is. It's recorded. It's not live.
It's not recorded because if I change channel, it's gone. We're not live right now. No, we're not.
No, between you and I right now.
We're recorded. This is recording.
Listening to this? Yeah, you and I are recording right now.
This is recording. Don't tell people this is live. This is recording. Confuse everyone. Be like, hold on. Hold the fuck up.
Right now at 11:32 p.m., you are listening to this and we are live.
He's full of it. Don't fucking. Look, I produce the show.
Oh, here we go.
We're not live.
Pulling up shit now. Here we go.
Pulling up shit?
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
you just wait one of these days. You thought that one package was bad. You just wait. I got one.
Oh, shit.
That'll be a care package this time. You won't even know.
I don't know, but there's a lot of things that need to change as far as my viewing ability on stuff. Cartoons is one. I want to be able to watch more old cartoons.
And so this is unfortunately because of the shit I have to deal with my family, like my family I was raised up with. And so many things are that's the proper word, are viewed in a certain light, and it takes away from like the message of the TV show or the movie, specifically movies, and it just gets put into such a weird ass fucking category. I think we kind of talked about this before, but like the Disney show Red Panda, where it's the girl who's having her period, coming of age, and the way they depict it is through Chinese culture, and it's like I had no problem with it. I absolutely love the show. My daughter loves the show, thinks it's hilarious. She has a red panda too that she's had since she was born, so she connected. It's like it's a good show, and it brings light to a subject that truly happens. It's just part of life. However, then you have people, and again, I've had to deal with this with my own family, where you got people like my parents and my oldest brother who are like, oh, my kids are not allowed to watch that. Your kids will not watch that here because this depicts a Chinese god. No, it doesn't. And it it shows a person changing into an animal and being worshipped. She's not. She's doing just what anyone else would have. If I could shapeshift into a fucking animal, I will be making money. You want to see a cool magic trick? $100 says I can change into this animal. Look at that, I'm an animal. Look at that, I'm a human. $100. Like,
they made an animated Teen Wolf.
Yeah. We're not touching
coming of age.
We're not. But the fact that so many people blow those type of things just completely out of proportion, and they make it all about religion, or they make it all about certain aspects that were not needed, and it, to a degree, kind of takes away from all of it. That this helpful realistic, other than the whole changing into a panda, but these realistic situations that pop up that somehow get blown out of proportion, it still blows my mind. And I've gone bouts with people. It's like, please explain to me why you view it that way. Well, that's just what's happening. Okay, you're looking way too deep into this.
Mm-hmm.
That's like me saying, "Are you sure you're not full?" to a woman or to a partner, and then they'd be like, "You call me fat? You saying you lose weight?" No, I'm just
Asking a question.
saying, "Are you full? Are you full
Take
yet?"
it
I'm
for,
not like
take it for
don't
face value. That's all it is.
don't read between the subject lines that don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
But because I have to deal with that constantly in my personal life, and it bugs the ever loving shit out of me to the point like I just don't tell people, or if people have anything to say about it, I'm just like, all right, well, that's for you then. Well, you let your kid watch it? Yeah. Because guess what? Realistically, I want my kid to be as educated and well versed and worldly, for the lack of a better word, in everything. And the only way you really can get to do that is open yourself up to everything and be open to it and just listen, understand, take it for what it's worth type thing. And it's interesting because that's at the stage where we are with my daughter. And
Mm-hmm.
she's asking questions, and some of the time I like to be, sarcastic. My daughter, not thinking anything of it until she tells my wife. My wife's like, "Why'd you tell her that?" I said, "It was funny. It was the perfect opportunity. She wasn't gonna ask again." But I just think, and I'm with you. Everything just kind of needs to chill the fuck out. Stop with this cheesy ass, shitty, fucking art.
Yes.
As you called it.
I mean, it's an expression in a
That's
manner, but
a loose word to use, but yeah.
it is. But I don't know. It's going in a direction that I don't know. Hopefully, it gets better. Probably not, but who knows? I don't know. But
I'll
I
have a
think the
few
way
more
that
years of it.
we'll see.
I'm not having another kid.
No, it's yeah. We have that, but I mean, there will be some that I will keep an eye on with everything else. But I mean, everything else is either going to go the way it's going, and live action is where they're going with it next. So we'll see.
Oh, what was the live action I just saw?
Moana.
Fuck that. Oh damn it! There was a old school cartoon that they were gonna make into live action. Motherfucker. Ugh. I literally saw it today on an ad, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna talk to Rahgel about this tonight." And then I got busy being a dad. Damn it. Ugh. I can't remember. Pause the thing. Maybe pause the thing. I can't remember what it was. I do know the original TMNT is going to be redone as a live action again. I do know that.
They're gonna make another live action of that. I know they have the
new
animated one coming
Yep.
out, which looks decent. I'm just a huge Turtles fan, but
However, speaking of which, the Ronin game that's being developed,
oh yeah,
yeah, that's actually started. They're keeping all the developers, all the production studios, everything hidden in wraps. So, yeah, the information that's been released about it is you'll have access to all 4 Turtles weapons, and you'll be playing as a random, unknown turtle. So you'll be playing as one of them. You won't know who you truly are until the end. So that's gonna be
but they've already said who it is.
not in the, I don't say trailer, but not in the game information release.
In the I guess in the whole Ronin story, you know who it is. I guess if you're
if you're not familiar with that universe
storyline,
storyline. There we go. Story arc. That's what it's called. If you're not familiar with that arc, then
the lore of it.
Yeah, because lore goes with arc. But yeah, so that's definitely what I want to see. But can't think of the fucking cartoon because I remember seeing it. I'd be like, oh, that's from my childhood. I wonder if Rahgel watched it.
Are they gonna make it into live action?
Yeah.
Now, what year? And is it a? There's a few from like back in the day that could be decent ones.
But
That
technically, it would have been like late 80s because I was watching it on VHS, which means it was recorded. What the fuck? Weird ass hand. But I can't think of it for the life of me. Again. I know. I'm going to remember. I'm going to remember like 3 hours. I'm gonna get up to go pee or something. I'm like, oh, fuck. Wake up.
yeah, 'cause there's a few that could be like late '80s. There's a few that could be.
There's several. There's actually a
wouldn't
lot
say
of the
like
80s and 90s you could
a
do as live action.
big success. Like some would struggle to be a success as like now made in live action. But like some of the cartoons are pretty. I mean, obviously far-fetched in the '80s. Because I know for sure there was like I almost want to say like a G.I. Joe style, but it was like they were plants. And one had like a knight. He's like a miniature knight with a long. That was like the side character. He's like a what's the fucking magician thing in He-Man? It was like a character like that. Fuck is he? Snork. Well, that's not it. He had the red hat, and a purple fucking scarf. Had no legs. And He-Man, what the fuck is his name? He's a wizard. A sidekick character like that. I can't remember his damn name.
I'm trying to think, but
But in what the fuck is his name?
wizard guy.
He-Man wizard guy.
Orko.
Yeah, Orko. That's what it was. But yeah, that one in that show that he's like a
sorcerer,
small,
not a wizard or a magician.
whatever.
He's a sorcerer.
He does magic. Whatever. No, but the one I was talking about is there's like a small knight character in it, but it's all plants and it's weird shit. But like that's one that I've always had I don't know. It was a weird show to watch, but it was enjoyable. The main character had like brown hair with a white streak.
Oh, I can see that.
And like their vehicles, one were like plants, kind of, but they had wheels.
Master of the Universe. There we go.
That's He-Man.
Yeah, they're going to do the whole like Marvel, DC, like they're going to.
Oh, they're gonna make another live action of that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
okay.
whole actual universe of it, not just a shitty wannabe.
They've talked about it since the whole Dolph Lundgren one, which I mean,
and they'll tie it in with all the other characters that He-Man has interacted with, along with She-Ra and Skeletor and all their backgrounds. So we'll get more of it, and then Silverhawks is supposedly getting a live action movie.
Silverhawks.
Yeah.
Why? That cartoon sucked.
Why are we asking me? I'm just reading headlines.
No, stop reading stupid headlines because that would be horrible. Silverhawks sucked. That was dumb.
Centurions. Looks like it may be getting one.
I'm not sure what that is. I don't remember Centurions.
Came out in '86.
No idea.
Looks like they're just normal people, and then they press a button, they morph into power suits, kind of like Power Rangers, but not. Centurion followed the same formula as many other shows did in the decade. Thinly veiled. It's a Western alternative to anime shows like Saint Seiya. Three brave men wearing exosuits that are the Earth's last defense against the evil Doc Terror.
Yep. Yep, I'm looking at it now. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they look like bad put together, and they have an orangutan as a.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Saber Riders and the Star Sheriffs. Visionary, the Knights, Mask, Inhumanoid, Dino Raiders, Bionic 6, Brave Star. Yeah.
Brave Star. That's one.
I know it's one. I just read it.
That's one that I remember.
Yeah, the one I just read. That's one. That's a show.
Shut up. Yeah, I don't know how much of the what the fuck that was. The 80s shows, cartoon shows, some are gonna be tough to pass off as live action, I think.
But I also think some of the ones that were tough to watch as a cartoon could very well pass off very well as a live action. Because there's certain things you can't, or especially back then, they weren't able to design or draw or animate into the show properly without being lost in translation, basically. Whereas if you see an explosion or a certain like seismic explosion or a plasma style explosion on paper / animation, you have to know or announce it's that type of explosion or a special effect. Where it's live action, you're just like, oh, all right, get it, got it, good.
Yeah. Jason the Wheeled Warriors was the one I was talking about. That's one that not a lot of people are probably gonna remember.
See, now I had to go. Now I have to go look at it because I'm better with the images.
It has a Thundercat style feel to it.
Gotcha.
So.
Oh yeah, that was weird. I remember seeing this on my on many recordings, and it was so weird.
Mm-hmm. It was a weird show.
It still is a weird show. It's on YouTube, by the way. You can watch all the episodes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some of those shows that it's kind of you'd look at like, why did I watch it? I don't know.
Take them all over Coco Melon, though.
Yes. I will agree.
Yeah.
I will agree. Yes.
But with that said, let's wrap this up. Let's let them all go on with their lives because this is not a live episode.
Yes, it is.
Listen here, Lizzo. It's not.
Motherfucker.
You and your Barbie doll wannabe catchphrase can go fuck off.
No Barbie has ever said that before at all.
Just so you think.
Never once.
So you think.
Never once.
You know what the Barbie doll song says in Germany? Or in German?
Barbie doesn't speak unless she's in Toy Story, and she never said that.
I can make a Barbie say that. I know how to do animation. I can make a Barbie do that. I'll send it over to you. And we'll even call the Barbie doll Rachel.
Oh, shit. No way.
All right. Now, we're going to wrap it up. And yeah, thanks for listening and supporting. I'm tired. We're going to attempt. Keyword, please emphasize on the word attempt. To try to either do like a live stream of us playing games or turn it to a podcast. We don't know. We're gonna play video games together and see what we can do with that. But also try and just get Rahgel into streaming again, so where he can stop, being a poser, a wannabe, a fake, a fraud, phony.
I know what you're talking about. I've been streaming for many, many years.
Except for the last 2 years.
I haven't streamed in 9 months.
I haven't
How long
streamed
it's
in 9
been?
hours.
Mm-hmm. You took a break too.
Because I'm producing this.
That's not. I don't. Again, don't cloud the issue with your facts. Just understand that you took a break too. Nobody asked what the fuck you were doing in that break.
Actually, several people did.
No, nobody asked. Not one person asked. I'm just curious.
Your mama asked.
She doesn't even know what streaming is. You just learned what a podcast was, and I told her. Oh, you do one of them things? Yes, I do.
Like a talk show? Yes, but with some mentally unstable guy. And Sig.
Exactly. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks so much for tuning into this. Let's get out of here. Rahgel, do your wannabe Lizzo catchphrase.
Nope. Not gonna do it. Not doing it.
If you don't
Okay,
do it,
bye,
I will.
bitch.